Hey guys, this is an announcement video. Nothing's really going to happen in this video, but I'm sharing some important news. I'm going to try and make this as short and sweet as I can, just to let you know what I'm doing here and the big news. So, probably some point this weekend, I'm going to try and clean up this car. I got to, black out the wheel wells. I got to paint the back Brembos to match. Just clean up some stuff around the car. But the big news is I bought a motor, and I just wanted to update you guys on that. I did buy a motor, and it took me a while to do it, and the one that I bought has pretty much everything I need. I didn't want to pull the trigger and buy, a full assembly and everything. I just wanted to buy a motor, build it up, and everything. But I would have gotten nickel and dimed the entire time. So think about it this way. If I would have bought a long block, and I would have, or even a short block, built it, put pistons in it and everything, I would have had to buy an exhaust manifold, an intake manifold, throttle body, all the connectors, all the sensors, fuel rail, fuel injectors, everything. And I'm telling you, it would have been 10 times more than what I paid. I spent, I think, around $2,800 to get the motor shipped to my house. But here's the thing. It's a full assembly. It's the motor, the transmission, the transfer case, all the plugs and connections, a full wiring harness, and an ECU. Just an example for you. I did buy this, obviously, a little while ago, and it didn't, the guy shipped it to me. These both came out of the same car, the transfer case and the transmission, and he didn't ship me any of the bolts to connect the transfer case to the transmission, so I'd have to buy that. Those are like $50 on one of the sites. I didn't get a speed sensor. I didn't get a reverse sensor switch. I didn't get the mounting bracket for the transmission to get mounted. Nothing, or the bracket for the shifter cables. None of that came with it at all. So I would have had to run around, buy all that stuff, and I priced it all out, and it would have been like another $200 just to get the stuff to finish off that transmission to put it in the car. Not to mention, I'm sure I would have ran into all those problems with the motor. But here's the big thing. I figured out a few things. I kind of got a list of everything that I need to get this car running. And I'm going to share that with you real quick. So the motor, like I said, has everything hopefully, and it should have everything I need to get the thing running. So what's going to happen is, I don't know if you guys remember, when I first got the Eclipse, I made a video just, cleaning up all the bad wiring in this car. And you can just see how disgusting this wiring is. And it's sketchy, I don't trust it, and I want to take it out of the car. But then I can run it out, and have a whole new wiring harness with all the plugs, relabel everything, do whatever I got to do. My plan is probably just to drop the freaking motor in the car, clean it up obviously, put a new clutch in it, that sort of thing, drop the motor in the car, and just drive it and enjoy it for a while. And then maybe over the winter I'll pull it out and I'll build it. I know it seems counterproductive, but I really just want to drive this thing, get it on the road, and enjoy it for a little while for the rest of the season. Because with all this virus stuff that was going on, it really put a big damper on all the car shows, everything. And once everything opens back up and all that good stuff, I'm really going to want to just go out and enjoy the car and drive it around for a while. I have to put in the clutch master cylinder for the ABS delete kit. Everything's ready to roll. Just got to put that brake booster back on, make sure all the lines are tight, and then whenever I put the front Brembos on and bolt them all down, everything, once I have the thing ready to go, I can just fish those lines into the Brembos, call it a day. I need motor mounts. The engine comes with the brackets to mount the motor mounts, but obviously I'm going to need the motor mounts themselves. I finally figured out what that fuel line is, and under the car it's missing the fuel filter. And to get a replacement fuel filter is going to be about $100, and it's just not worth it, because this one was probably routed for an air or a fuel pressure regulator. So for me to get all the fittings to make it work, and for me to get the inline filter, it's going to cost as much as it would to just get a whole new braided fuel line. So that's what I'm going to end up doing. I'll get a braided fuel line the whole way from the fuel pump up to here. So I'm probably going to pull this out of the car, and then sometime in the near future, whenever I'm ready to get this thing running, I will put that in. I still have to put the fuel pump in. I pretty much have the wiring all figured out, so I'll just have to pull the back seat out again real quick. I'm going to pull the taillights out because I have a new set of taillights coming so they're gonna get pulled out. Just a lot of stuff, guys. And there's a lot more going on than that. That's just the stuff I can think of right now. Such as like this latch. You know, this latch had paint on it, and I finally pulled the latch out and cleaned it up because it was the color of the car. It was, you know, the green blue, and you know, there's some overspray in here from whoever previously painted the car silver, and a little bit from me, so I want to clean some of that up. I got a little spot here I nicked when I was putting the door back on. I want to touch up. Just a bunch of odd and end stuff, trying to clean the thing up. My pod gauge is coming. That probably won't be here today, but so it might be here by tomorrow or something. So if I can make a video of that too, I will. Like I said, a lot of stuff going on, but I'm so excited and I'm frantic. And now it's like, well, now the motor's coming. You know, the thing's gonna be ready to roll soon. I should really start putting work in. So these next few weeks, probably the next 3-4 weeks, are gonna be just nuts. I'm just gonna be going ham on this thing. Once the motor gets here, I'll clean it up. You know, I'm not going crazy with it. I'll tell you. You know, I might replace some of the gaskets. Might put a new head gasket on it, some head studs or something. You know, new timing belt. I don't know. I'm not gonna go crazy with it because budget is definitely an issue now. I've put way too much money into this car already, way more than I wanted to, and I just gotta step back a little bit. Like I said, put the motor in the car, enjoy it for a while, and then build it over the winter or something. Anyways, guys, that's it, and that's everything for today. So I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you guys again soon.